So, at this point, Iran's Air Force has effectively been grounded, and the situation appears to be deteriorating even further. U.S. Central Command has released footage showing multiple Iranian aircraft struck on the ground. Previously, we saw older F-4s out and even F-14s targeted. This time, it appears that legacy Russian-built aircraft, along with Shade drone infrastructure and additional fixed-wing platforms, have been hit in coordinated strikes. U.S. B-2 bombers, F-15E Strike Eagles, and both American and Israeli F-35s have conducted precision operations against Iranian air bases, supported by cruise missile launches from naval assets. Facilities such as Tabriz and other major air installations have reportedly sustained heavy damage. Aircraft including F-4 Phantoms, Su-22 ground attack jets, F-14 Tomcats, F-5 Tigers, and various drone storage sites have been targeted before any meaningful sortie generation could occur. As of now, there are no confirmed large-scale Iranian manned sorties underway. What we are witnessing is a rapid establishment of coalition air superiority. Stealth platforms, precision-guided munitions, and coordinated suppression of air defenses have allowed coalition aircraft to operate with significantly reduced opposition. Iran's fleet, estimated at roughly 400 aging aircraft prior to the strikes, has long faced readiness challenges due to sanctions, spare parts shortages, and limited modernization. The result is a force that struggles to match contemporary 4th and 5th generation capabilities. Preemptive strikes appear to have disrupted runway operations, command and control nodes, and aircraft dispersal areas. Any attempted takeoff under these conditions would face overwhelming air dominance from F-15Es, F-16s, F-18s, and F-35s already patrolling the airspace. Coalition doctrine prioritizes eliminating enemy air threats on the ground, rather than engaging them in contested air combat, and that strategy seems to have been applied decisively here. In addition to fixed-wing assets, integrated air defense systems were a primary early target. Reports indicate that several surface-to-air missile batteries were neutralized during initial strike waves. Electronic warfare aircraft such as the EA-18G Growler likely played a significant role, jamming radar systems and degrading tracking capability. F-16CJ aircraft, specifically configured for suppression of enemy air defenses, would be central to dismantling radar and missile sites, clearing corridors for stealth bombers and strike packages. The B-2 Spirit's role is particularly notable. Its ability to penetrate defended airspace undetected enables strikes on hardened targets, command facilities, and strategic airfields. Once air defenses are suppressed, follow-in waves of F-15E Strike Eagles and F-35 Lightning E's can conduct sustained precision strikes. The F-15E's two-crew configuration allows simultaneous air-to-air scanning and ground targeting, providing flexibility in a dynamic battle space. Strategically, securing air superiority is the foundation of any broader campaign. Without control of the air, ground and naval operations remain vulnerable. By prioritizing Iranian air bases, drone depots, and command networks, coalition forces have effectively removed a major layer of resistance that shifts operational focus toward missile infrastructure, proxy networks, and remaining air defense pockets. However, maintaining air superiority over a country the size of Iran is a complex and ongoing challenge. Iran's geography, hardened shelters, mobile launchers, and potential use of decoys mean that vigilance must remain constant. Surface-to-air systems that survive initial strikes can relocate and attempt opportunistic engagements. Persistent ISR coverage, electronic warfare, and rapid response strike assets are essential to prevent reconstitution of capability. Political reactions have been swift. Iranian officials have characterized the strikes as violations of sovereignty and international law, warning of escalation. Regional tensions have increased, with reports of protests and proxy activity in neighboring countries. The Pentagon has indicated that while air dominance may be established quickly, the broader confrontation could take time to resolve. Internally, the impact on Iran's leadership structure remains uncertain. Some opposition figures have framed recent developments as a potential turning point, expressing hope for long-term political change. Whether that materializes depends on factors far beyond their operations alone. Military degradation does not automatically translate into immediate political transformation, particularly in a system with entrenched security institutions. From a purely operational standpoint, the coalition approach reflects modern doctrine. stealth penetration, suppression of integrated air defenses, runway denial, aircraft destruction on the ground, and sustained aerial presence to prevent regeneration. The combination of sensor fusion in fifth-generation fighters, real-time data sharing, and precision munitions creates a level of coordination that legacy fleets struggle to counter. Iran's remaining capabilities likely include dispersed missile units, drone launch teams, and residual aircraft in hardened shelters. Even a degraded air force can attempt asymmetric responses. Therefore, coalition forces must continue targeting logistics nodes, fuel depots, maintenance facilities, and communication hubs to ensure long-term degradation. Naval forces in the region also provide critical support. Cruise missile strikes from submarines and surface combatants expand the reach of the campaign while reducing risk to pilots. Carrier-based aviation further supplements land-based sorties, creating layered strike capacity across multiple domains. The broader strategic message is clear. Technological edge, training, and coalition coordination can neutralize outdated air fleets rapidly, yet the situation remains fluid. Air superiority must be defended continuously, and adversaries adapt quickly under pressure. Drone saturation tactics, cyber operations, and ballistic missile launches could complicate the picture in the coming days. As events unfold, key questions remain. Will remaining Iranian air assets attempt limited sorties? How quickly can damaged infrastructure be repaired? What level of proxy retaliation will occur across the region? And how long can sustained high-tempo operations be maintained? For now, coalition aircraft appear to operate with relative freedom over Iranian airspace. The opening phase is focused on dismantling air power before it could be effectively employed. What follows will determine whether this remains a contained air campaign or expands into a broader regional confrontation. Those are the developments as they stand. We'll continue monitoring strike footage, official statements, and verified operational updates. Let me know your assessment of how the next phase might unfold, which strategic targets could be prioritized, and how this air dominance might shape the overall trajectory of the conflict. Stay tuned for further analysis and detailed breakdowns as more information becomes available.